Hey guys, we're back. Another episode of Shag Shop featuring the one and only Tundra. We got a few big things going on today. Well, not really big things, just little things that I've been meaning to do for a very long time and just have not done it.
Hey Mom, look, the boys are back in town.
We got the Tundra, and next weekend we are going to Toyota Takeover in Atlanta. And I would love to take the Tacoma, but the suspension, front right suspension, I need to do a complete rebuild on it. It's squeaky, it's creaky, the steering is getting really loose, so I don't want to drive it all the way to Atlanta. So I'm taking the Tundra instead. However, the Tundra does not have a CB anymore because I'd been flip-flopping it between the Tacoma, the one that I do have, and this truck whenever I needed one. It was super simple to do, but now that I got the bed cap on the Tacoma, which is hiding back there somewhere, it's a lot harder to take it out and put it back in this truck. So basically we got a brand new antenna, and we got a brand new Uniden Pro505XL, which I think it's the same one that Alec has in his 4Runner. Super cheap, super cost effective, and it works good. It got us through, got him through Yahari. My cheap Uniden in the Tacoma got us through Yahari just fine. Even I think we got up to about 1.5 miles apart from each other, and they still work just fine. So basically what we're gonna do, just throw it in the Tundra. We already got the cables ran for the CB, because as y'all know, I had one on here at one point. So yeah, we're just gonna do a little drilling, little wire running, little wiring, and yeah, we're gonna get this thing popped in real quick, and hopefully it'll be in about an hour. First things first, the antenna. It's just a Pro Stick off of Amazon. It's about $20, and it's a little 2-footer. And the reason I got a 2-footer is because I want it to be mounted right there. You know, my old one was a 4-foot. It mounted way down here, stuck way up into the sky. I don't really want that, but I think right there, that's a good height. For some reason, for me, I've been watching all these Australian 4x4 guys, and I just love the way that their antennas look when they're mounted on their bull bars. I can't help myself, especially on them Land Cruisers and stuff like that. Even the Nissans, I know. But yeah, we're gonna see if we can get this piece right here taken out of this bracket that I bought, because if worst comes to worst, we'll just mount it right where the old one went, because I'm not really that concerned about where it's mounted as long as it's on the front, because I can't run it to the back. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can get this piece out, get that tapped out, and set this piece down in there, tighten her down real good, and yeah, see if it fits. Congratulations, I made it inside of my pack out. I don't have a tripod here, so this is what we're gonna go with. I'm just gonna take these 2 pairs of channel locks, grab that like that, just quick and simple. Take this bad boy right here and twist her off. There's a mosquito on my arm. Ow. Yeah, so just like that, she comes loose. And now take the bushing out of it. Bushing, washer, plastic isolator, lock nut, and bam, just like that. We have all the hardware we need to make this tap work. So basically I'm gonna tap that hole out to where this will fit inside there, and then that'll run through, screw into that just like so, and yeah, should be pretty quick and simple. This whole YouTube thing is really hard to do when you don't have a tripod. So we got our drill bit, matches the size, and now the sketchy part. We're gonna thread this bad boy in like so. Oh, she's like biting me. Gonna try to drill up here. So I can get her from the top. Yeah. Dang, I don't want to have to do this the old-fashioned way. go. It fits like a glove. That's perfect. All right, I'm gonna go grab a bushing or a what's that thing called? A grommet. I'm gonna grab a grommet, slap it around this thing so I don't, you know, it's not metal on metal contact. It gives a little bit of isolation. In the grand scheme of things, I really need to invest in a tripod or something. All right, just take an O-ring, you know, why not? Put it on the bottom, thread that bad boy in like so. Drop that on there like that. Hold that right there. Well, actually, we're gonna take this top one off because we got the plastic isolator for it. So we'll drop that in there. Drop that on. That on. Lock one. Ooh. Plastic isolator's not gonna work. It's too big. And there goes the lock washer. Go figure. There, and then that would be the way that goes. And yeah, just like so, we are up and installed. So now I'm just gonna tighten that bad boy down. Yeah, go from there. Just like so. It's installed. Told y'all it was not gonna be that difficult of an install. Just bore out a hole, thread the adapter in. And yeah, she is mounted. I like the way that looks. It looks a lot better than a bracket hanging off the side and a big old flopping antenna hanging off. So now the fun part, we get to go inside the cab and actually install the radio or the CB itself. All right, guys, here is the radio itself. Like I said, same one that Alec has in his 4Runner, I believe. And there's our antenna cable coming out. This is where things get a little fun because that is all the cable that I got. So basically what I'm thinking, or what I wanted to do was I wanted to mount it in here, but that is not gonna work because it's not gonna fit. And I don't really wanna cut this apart and, you know, all that hassle. So now the fun part is finding where I'm going to put this thing where it is not in my way. Honestly, right in, no, that won't work. I mean, it would work, but it's right where this trim piece is. So I don't wanna do that. I used to have the old one mounted right here where this is mounted, just right in where these screws go in. But that, I might be able to move that up because I have a lot more wire to play with on this bad boy than I do on the CB. So I can put the CB there and then move this up somewhere, maybe. I don't know, we're gonna play around with it and find out. We got the bottom trim panel popped down. What I did, I ran this over the vent here. I'm gonna run it up and probably just bump it out somewhere down here. Just, you know, pop me a hole in there to run the wire through, and then I can mount it straight in on the in that little cutout right there. That's my thing. I might try to go right there, but that might be too hidden. I don't know. If I can get it up into that box, I might do that. But I also don't have a lot of wire to play with this one either, so that's my thinking for now. And then I'm gonna put the CB right back where it was because it was nice. It was tucked out of the way. It wasn't really causing any problems. Ladies and gentlemen, so in the spirit of things, we are back in action with the switch panel mounted in a new spot. Oh, that's not in the right spot. Hang on. I'll fix it in a minute. But basically what I did, just drilled me a hole, popped a grommet in there. I had to cut the grommet in half because I wanted one that fit tight to the wire. I didn't really care about the top. But yeah, kept it nice and clean. So now we can reuse these holes to mount our CB right here. Everything plugs in, ground for it. I'm gonna fuse tap it into an ignition source. So basically once the ignition turns on, whatever fuse gets 12 volts, probably the radio one, honestly, just hook it right into it. That way it's not pulling power whenever the truck's off, because that thing pulls power. So find out which one of these is which I got the thing somewhere, the cover for it somewhere. And then ground it out there and we'll have power. And then we can mount our microphone or handheld radio wherever we see fit. So yeah, these in. We got it wired up. Little switch of plans the Tundra fuse boxes on the inside are recessed, so the fuse sits down in. Fuse taps don't work like that. So we got it ran to our secondary fuse box. That's why I kept it. I didn't want to take up another spot on my good switch panel. So now it's on CB. It's on channel 1. I'm going to run to the Tacoma, and we're going to give this thing a quick little test. In typical me fashion, the CB's mounted. My switches are in a new spot, which I am very happy with. Light in the sky. But I don't really have a good place to mount this. So I'm gonna do what I've done many times before when I had CBs in the truck. And I'm just gonna drop it right down in there. And that's where it'll stay. Because why not? I don't want it running across through here to over here. I don't want it mounted, you know, right here, so it's hard to get to. So yeah, we're just gonna let it dangle. That's what you want, right? I don't know. The angle of the dangle is right. You might have to edit that one out. I don't know. All right, guys, we're done for the day. I'm tired. I'm ready to go eat some dinner. CB's installed, and now all I got to do to get this truck ready for Toyota takeover is wash it and do the front brakes. Been putting that off for too long. And to drive down the interstate to Atlanta, I want good brakes. Backs are done, rears are done, but the fronts, the easy ones, I have yet to do. Partially because I've had to do brakes on my F-150, on my dad's truck, so I've been just slacking. This old girl needs some love. Yeah, I guess next time y'all see this truck, we will be in Stone Mountain, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta, where the combined miles per gallon is 0.7. All right, guys, we'll see y'all later.